Hey there, folks. I'm Mysterious JG.
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
We gotta fight these metal archaea dudes. So let's do
Kills made out of metal kills.
Yeah, this is this might be the hardest boss fight in the game, but there's not that many left. Pretty sure you can't use the tanks ever. But you could try.
No, they appear to be all twisted and rusted. Come on, get on.
Okay, you're gonna have to move fast though before they. One down. Good job. Get out.
Alright. Get.
That was good though. You got one of them like immediately. Switch to the missile launcher though. That's a grenade launcher. It works too. Don't worry. It was fun and all, but there's probably no sense in worrying about those materials because the mission doesn't end if you defeat them. So you have to go back to Code Talker. So if you want to, you can take your time and gather shit. Yeah, there's a delayed reaction to those things. So it is possible to think you've evaded and then wander back into it after you think it's fired.
Feeling better.
Try to concentrate on one at a time. I'm giving you advice. You're doing just as good as I did. This is way easier with the missile launcher than it was the grenade launcher. It just doesn't do as much damage.
What is this? Right here will be never mind. Just get it.
That's two down.
There's another one down.
Oh, you might have this right here.
Let's not get cocky. Oh, you're in here.
No, he's not. He's shooting you through the door, but
Well,
oh, beautiful. You are making this look easy, Bobo. You got one left. Now, I mean, it's shameful that you didn't even try to take this guy alive, but make sure to grab those minerals, boss. So that line right there is why it said Revolver Ocelot in the credits. And these other soldiers are all stunned. D-Dog, on the other hand, is still fine to get him. There's another unit of skull dudes coming, boss.
are any of them recoverable?
They should all be recoverable. I don't know if it's worth the effort.
Extraction failed.
They're just in here for it.
Well, remember, we're short of guys.
We are short of guys.
Support helicopter has
I
arrived.
believe when we get back to base, it's probably like a fuckload of cinemas and tapes to listen to, so. I do not believe you can wake them up and interrogate them. How did it feel to be all weird and jibbery and controlled by the skulls?
There's lots of materials here on the base too.
It's true, you can do a quick run for that stuff. That will greatly decrease your mission score, though.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You got this.
just found a weapon. So that's cool. So there's that.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I just wanted to check it. Oh,
Ah, sorry, folks. Using ourselves. The 2600.
We gotta extract him.
Oh, I was sure you were gonna like Fulton him into the ceiling in the first try, but nope. Bobo learned from his earlier mistakes. You still got crazy Archaea breath, but I'm bringing you back to my base full of guys who are already infected with that crazy shit anyway. Now you got a pretty quick clear time. We might want to just get out of here now and try to see if we can get an S rank.
alright.
But yeah, but there's one more stun guy. I'd hate to leave one in case the optional objective was get them all. Oh no, but there's stuff we can see in the distance. There's containers that we should get on the other side of this.
Yes.
He's coming too.
I know you just can't make me happy. Put him on top of the container to extract him that way.
Get in, boss.
So
It's like I still wasn't seeing a helicopter, so I was like,
think
what
the
the...
three, well, because I think the 3 of 4 must have been for getting all the
Extraction arrived
infected
at
dudes
Mother
out.
Base.
Mustang got a service squad, so did...
These are all guys who were Ochre Vulture. These are all guys who were taken over. Hunting Vulture, Black Vulture, by the skulls. Excuse me.
Development project has been added.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Wasn't it? How do you get Octopus rank? You killed them. No, well, whatever. I'm not like, how dare you kill those like armor-plated freaks
I
who are
gotcha.
shooting rocks at you? Heroism's through the roof. Woo, woo. The roof with arrows. What did Huey do? I guess Huey might do something at the post scene, but
I'm going to make a suit that also pulls random bits of metal off of things and rusts whatever was there for no reason.
oh, maybe because it makes you an invincible warrior. Except for the fact that those guys obviously weren't.
Well, no, Huey does it. He would totally be invincible.
It'll be. No good. I'm dead.
Don't smoke.
The gentle ocelot.
Skullface is no longer in Africa.
Oh,
the
back in
nuclear
Afghanistan.
test was a success.
There's a third
Now
location,
they
but it
turn
was
their
cut out
minds
of the
on
game
me.
by Konami.
Satellites didn't read any test. Neither did seismometers.
The
Seismometer.
detonation test took place 5 years ago
You
in
rube.
the southern Indian Ocean.
It's the one that made you infertile.
The final test was the opposite. To prevent
What do you make of this?
detonation,
You mean?
Skullface plans to sell nuclear weapons that he retains control of.
It's not like hawking small arms to militias.
Indeed. He plans to avoid detection by exporting minerals
With lots
containing
of
tiny
over-the-top
amounts of
arm
uranium
gestures.
in
You
the
have
form
to
of
keep your
metallic
psych
archaea.
level
I
low.
was gonna say,
Once on site,
he's the
Metallic
grandfather
archaea.
of,
enrich the uranium
Well, he
and
says,
weaponize it. Load it onto all-terrain bipedal machines. They ensure any country, armed group, even the smallest terrorist cell, can become a nuclear power.
Bipedal. So that's why they needed Huey.
A nuke business to replace the arms
Why did
business.
they need it to be bipedal,
Skullface
though?
owns the market.
The very atmosphere of nukes, anywhere and everywhere.
Who said that famous
Deterrence
quote?
on all sides.
So that's why
Deterrent.
you ran a non-detonation test.
Yes. Another metallic archaea instantly overrides the criticality generator.
You getting all this, folks?
Fail safe only he controls. Any such weapon can be deactivated whenever he chooses,
Got it.
regardless of who owns it
So why would
or
you
their
buy it from him?
intent to use it.
I guess you don't know this.
Yeah.
Controlled by a man, not a country.
That sounds like
They
something I need to do
proliferate.
later.
Conventional nukes lose all value. Political, military, and economic. The
Well,
two
you still-
superpowers
Build houses in them.
become powerless.
Sounds like fun.
Because the two superpowers' power is based entirely on their nuclear arsenals. Without those, the United States and Soviet Union disappear overnight.
Well, one is, well, yeah.
It didn't. Yeah. So vocal cord parasites, metallic archaea. We got the skull's machete,
Okay.
which I think is what allows us to extract skulls. So they make you do all the plot missions where extract the skulls at the end is an optional objective before you're given the ability to extract them. So now we could go back and redo that. And to make matters even kookier, you don't have to defeat the skulls non-lethal to extract them. Because you're never supposed to be extracting them alive. You're supposed to be extracting their corpses to get, like, to use them for
Research on their
biological, whatever the
Yeah.
heck, yeah. So it's a bit goofy. It'll actually be explained by Huey if I shut up. I think that's actually why. Yeah, because like you said, if he builds you a Rockman suit, you will be invincible.
He builds you a Rockman suit, and then you get a P blaster, and then
Yeah.
if you beat any of the robot masters.
hang out
The
with
R&D and medical teams have come up
I
with
mean,
a
he doesn't
proposal
talk
for
about
a
it, I
new
guess.
suit that applies Code Talker's research, the Parasite suit. Apparently, it can
Oh, you could
recreate
dress
some
like
of
a
the
tick.
skull's unusual abilities. But in order to use those abilities, it needs parasites. If you want to wear this suit, you're going to need to get a hold of parasites by extracting skulls.
Just carve them out of people's heads. When you get an enemy prisoner, cut his head open and remove the skull.
Now, the parasite suit is a thing that you can put on that is loaded up parasites. Now, we do have a specific location where you can drop down to get these things, but that's the parasuit site.
Just remember to eat plenty of human fecal matter, and you'll be full of parasites in no time. It's the right thing to do. Get Smoking Viper, Randy Orton, the Hunting Vulture. We already missed Sadistic Bison.
Oh, he speaks Chicago. These
Wrong
guys all
ball.
speak Chicago. We're
Yeah, but
doomed.
we got Code Talker now, so I'm pretty sure. And he told us, "Oh yeah, you guys can all live. None of you'll ever get to have babies." So I'm pretty sure that's where this is heading. Brass Hound. For some reason, that said volunteer. I had this brief moment, like a quarter of a second. I thought it said Buccaneer. I was like, "Whoa, really? We got like pirates now?
No, you can have
No.
Buccaneers.
Privateers and pirates are different. I thought Buccaneers and pirates were the same."
No way, they're all the same.
You dumbass. You fucking idiot. Who said you could work with men? You beep, you fairy. Glengarry Glen Ross. Hey, more cinemas. Scroll up a step.
So, you guys seen any movies?
We need to stop the
Recently,
epidemic
yeah.
at Mother Base.
Whoa, who's talking? You're not on the helicopter with us. You're the only one who isn't. The quarantine platform.
About the pathogens
Fun
spreading
place
from
to
Mother
hang out.
Base. What's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite.
Except no one's ever written a textbook about that.
And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikongo strain,
Alright, we figured it out.
meaning a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikongo.
Fun.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic?
Burn them
Use this
It's important to be alive
He
when you
points
burn
his
them.
crotch.
type of Wolbachia. Introduced
this.
to a sample
Got
of
it
the
at Spencer's
parasite.
gift. It glows in the dark.
A parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation.
It's called Sex in the City.
We must cultivate more.
Inject this guy directly in the cock. There's no reason scientifically. I'm just kind of weird.
I just really enjoy when you do this. This deranged penguin.
Oh, we cured everybody, but Navajo man died.
What?
He didn't. He wasn't present anymore after having been in previous house. 48 hours after the Irish national television? Oh, that's RTE.
RTE.
Oh,
This is Radio Tele Buren.
Belgium, maybe.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord
The
parasite
vocal cord
infections.
parasites kill anyone who cares about
We
Latin
couldn't save
pronunciations
those
and
already
Fallout New Vegas.
symptomatic. But everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform.
Yeah, we tried to develop a Latin strain, but nobody could agree on how Latin was actually pronounced.
Hello, we're the Romans.
Ave, true to Caesar. Right back at you.
Skullface will pay for this.
That's what I thought to myself as I looked at Snake.
He will pay with his life.
My God, we're gonna pay for what they've done. That's a movie that there's like very little chance any of you guys have seen, but that's all right.
Which one was that?
I don't even remember. It was one of like the 800, like VHS dubbed Hong Kong.
Oh yeah.
Not even Hong Kong. It's Chinese kung fu movies. Where are you going to
Again
eject
with
that?
the
She doesn't
truth
have.
serum.
Oh no, it's Huey.
What are those legs made of? Titanium? All the way to the femur.
Oh, it's red hot truth serum.
Metallic archaea.
Yep.
Sahelanthropus. Where is it?
We're just saying random words now.
What?
I'm going to
We
turn
have
you
to
into one
know
of them
before
weird
his plan is
invincible stone
complete.
dudes.
Sahelanthropus is the final piece.
What are you talking about?
Presumably,
If the
Sahelanthropus
Soviets
will
break
make
out
this
a
thing
mobile,
all make sense.
controllable nuclear weapon. East-West relations will be right back at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Which was prevented by the boss.
The Cold War returns to life. As countries without nuclear arsenals line up for what Skullface is selling. Nuclear weapons proliferate overnight. And on the brink of annihilation, the world maintains its balance.
But we know this is all just a shield. A ruse.
The cleansing parasites are what matter most. A WMD to eclipse even nukes. And the
Timenoid?
only one
Or a
that can still
Wymenoid?
be used.
Yeah.
Skullface is the world's greatest threat.
After
and
you.
Zeros. The pieces are in place. All that remains is to unveil Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan.
They can't activate it without me.
They know how much I'm into it.
That would be rude. So they're torturing
I-
him by threatening to take away his crazy legs.
Can I ask you, what is that syringe made of?
Probably glass. Syringe is made of human bone.
Crush all you want. We'll make more.
Okay, B-Zero. Sahelanthropus is beyond the Soviet base camp, in a lab built by the Soviet philosophers.
It's a part of the map you previously
That's
weren't
what
allowed to
you're
go
looking
to.
for. But I have no idea how he's controlling it. It wasn't designed to accommodate a human pilot.
You'd have to be in there in a swimsuit and fill it with water. So, did Huey just reveal that he is evil and still working for Skullface, or just that he hadn't told them everything he learned while being Skullface's prisoner? Either way, it doesn't sound like he's been that forthright with them.
Yeah.
For a guy who's been shot full of truth drugs. And was conveniently located off base when Mother Base was attacked before.
No! No! No!
It's just like Mad
Wait!
Max. Yeah, well, you know. Huey not really as likable as
We got word from Afghanistan.
what's his face.
Everyone at the Soviet base.
Where in
camp's dead.
Afghanistan?
No sign of fighting. Parasites.
No sign of parasites.
Skullface's men then headed north. The target is OKB-0. That's where he'll activate Sahelanthropus. Unless we stop him, he'll go down in history a conquering victor.
We don't want that.
We can't let that happen.
We won't
Wipe
let
him
that
out.
happen, and we
Don't
can't
leave
let
any
that happen.
trace of his existence.
I'm gonna need backup on this one.
So I'm gonna head off by myself while you work that out.
You'll rendezvous on site.
It'll just be me and Ocelot. We're gonna do the Charlie's Angels pose, and then we're gonna go into battle.
Oh, by the way,
I'm gonna go through. That's right. The Dairy Queen army. You could change the colors to black, and they could work with the Dark Queen Battletoads.
they're not battle jerks.
No, they're not, because they work with the Dark Queen. They're like big monsters wearing like leather bikinis and shit.
Well, thanks for telling us everything we needed to know, Huey. With some coercion, of course.
Okay.
Now, let's get you back to working on that battle tank for us.
Because there's no way.
I totally trust that that's gonna go super well.
Yeah, Ocelot's right. Emmerich is probably going to betray us. To make matters worse, Ocelot's the only one I can trust to never betray me.
Absolutely.
264 staff recovered. Alright.
We have some,
Mission
What?
list updated.
Unit function resumed.
Development
Weather
project
modification.
has been added.
We're building a weather dominator.
Well, now that we got the metallic Archaea under wraps, Destro no longer has to worry about its face being eaten.
We were gonna take Destro's face off.
Please select a mission.
So Skullface is the, well, the way it works, folks, is that pretty much Kojima was still working on the game and been working on it for years and had spent a lot of money, and Konami said enough. So while there's concept art and even a few like missions scattered here and there that appear to be part of a story that was meant to continue after this point, the second to last mission's called Skullface, the last mission's called Sahelanthropus. There's extra stuff you can continue to do after, but the closest this game has to a real ending is going to be in the next two missions. And, you know, hey, he had just been talking about the giant walking nuclear tank that will allow Skullface to dominate the world. Now we have to stop him. So we're kind of at that point. We've cornered Liquid Snake. He's in Metal Gear, and we're going after him. That's kind of where we're at. But first, we got a lot of plot dumped on us that we could play around with.
Yeah. We got a lot of we got a lot of staff dumped
Got a
on
lot
us
of staff
now, so
dumped back on us. Although we're still not full up on all of our teams. Security team in particular is looking a little thin. But since we have managed to avoid getting into the multiplayer, we don't have to worry about that too much.
yeah.
Development project has been
We
added.
can now build security devices because we started enough multiplayer just to have that as an option. Sort of a, as they would say in Kingdom of Loathing, a meat sink.
Yeah.
We can do combat deployment for the first time in a long
Please select a mission.
But I might want to wait and go back into online mode and do... I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to go back to Mother Base.
Please select a landing zone.
No, we just took off from there. They're like, hey, it's time to get going right now.
I'll get off before you're back here. You're making fun of us. Returning to this place.
Make fun of us returning to this place.
I'm trying to
Is
figure
there
out
a
where.
specific place you're trying to visit?
Well, I was going to check out if we can still visit Hal working in the...
Hal, the lab?
Yeah.
So the research platform? R&D?
Was it R&D or was it base development?
Doesn't he have to... Well, I don't know. I guess I just thought since he was working in R&D capacity he would be there, but I don't really know, I guess.
Or it might just be that he's no longer working on developing stuff and we now actually have Battle Gear or whatever it was called.
Oh, intel platform is where we keep prisoners, right?
Yeah, I don't think we get to visit the prisoners in this game, for the most part. Quiet is back in her little place, I believe. Quiet.
Or we get hit triangle to go out to the animal conservation platform.
Either way, I think if we're not going to do another video, and I don't believe we are, I mean another mission, I don't think we are. I believe I'm supposed to get back. I'm supposed to not be in the helicopter, and if I'm not in the helicopter, I can go back in online mode and we can accrue online rewards. But if you're in the helicopter, you instantly get sent to do stuff. So, yeah. Anyway.
Stuff?
Stuff.
You get stooped.
You get stuffed crust pizza.
He's like, you're gonna wait so long.
Seriously, I think we're gonna get one of those here.
Yeah, I do too.
No, idiot, stop!
Oh, right into the chopper.
Snake. Now that would explain it. Sorry. Guess I've been away a while.
No,
Don't be such a stranger. That's a bad example for the men.
You should have skipped that mission fighting the skulls and teleported back to base.
Come on, Didi.
Double D's got hosting duties again.
I think they must have just, like, had the voice actor, well, the voice actors, I guess, you know, Kiefer Sutherland and the guy that's doing Ocelot here. They must have just had them do, like, 3 different takes with the same dialogue.
Does it sound different every time? I don't even know that it does.
Well, yeah, because that time he said, come on, Didi, instead of, Didi, come.
They decided to turn the outtakes into unique content.
Yeah.
The line was, come on, Didi, not Didi, come. Alright, we'll do it again. No, you will do it again, but you know what? Let's keep that outtake. I think,
I don't know that my character, I don't know if my character Ocelot would say Didi come like that. It's like, you know, there's a lot you don't know about this character. There's a lot we don't really
yeah, like, I'm not sure
understand about that character.
I don't really know what's on Ocelot's on, so. What are Metallic Archaea? Who are the Mythbusters? So I don't really know what we have time to even listen to. We got about 2.5 minutes left in the video. We've had a couple go along. It might be just time to call it a video, you think? Or we could listen to... Oh, you know what? We can listen to them questioning Huey. Because I think these are new. And they're pretty fucking weird, as I recall.
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us. A private army. Just a bunch of guys with guns in possession of a nuke?
Yeah, it was a
Why
bit weird.
wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was Snake's decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
What a
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed in Snake. I thought I
Still
was
believe in the
making the
existence
best
of Snake.
decision for all of us, that's all. I figured we should get a third party.
That animal conservation platform's really taking off, huh? Yeah, it's like a mini zoo. Some animal protection NGO has it.
Authority.
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to an inspection arranged by the UN. Only the inspection was a ruse, and Cypher Strike Force XOF showed up instead.
That's right. XOF Sombrero Pants and XOF Lightning Ash showed up.
Sure, like I could have known. You know, I was just trying to prove our innocence to the world. What's wrong with that?
We're not interested in the excuses you thought up. The truth is objective.
Just see it from my point of view.
You led XOF to the control tower.
Hey, you will look.
Giving
You
them
will
complete
learn
control over the base.
Many things depend
Moments
on
later, they detonated C4 on
Tried
the
to
strut
see
legs.
your point of view.
Anyone who'd managed to
Hope your
survive was
dreams
hunted
will
down by the
all
assault
come
force
true.
and their choppers.
You can't believe I did
Goodbye,
that on
stranger.
purpose.
That was
Goodbye.
the end of Mother Base. But it wasn't the end for you.
How can
This
you...
is.
Look, think about it.
Won't you?
I
Thank
lost
you.
something too. I built Zeke and it got buried underwater. I am a victim.
That raises the big questions. Why were you the only one spared? You got away without a scratch. Why did Strangelove leave the base on the eve of the inspection? You two were close.
Like you were in a pants.
Strangelove?
And how did you manage to build something that surpasses Zeke in every way? Because
Well, I
you
was
did
sandbagging when I
everything
built
they
Zeke.
told you. You're the only one who didn't lose a thing. That is the truth.
I was taken away against my will. Skullface forced me to do his research these past 9 years. He used me. I lost 9 years.
9 years. We all lost 9 years. It wasn't just you.
So we lost like what, between us 27 years?
Makes you feel better, does it? But who's gonna give me
what was
back
that?
all the time I lost?
It's a
You're not
emblem
getting
part.
anything back. You're not a victim here, Emmerich. You're the perpetrator.
I didn't know anything.
Nobody can back that up. Yeah.
Back
All
then,
the evidence is at the bottom of the ocean. You know the hardest man to break.
The man
The
is
type
already
who's
broke.
fooling himself.
Oh.
That takes time.
Sometimes.
It's easier to
A
live
man
a
can spend his
convenient
whole
lie
life
than a
running.
painful truth. Is that the piece you've chosen, Doc?
I'm not lying.
Of
How are those
course.
kids doing?
Just let me check
Honestly,
one or
I'm
two
not too
things. On that day, you were in the control tower with them. Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers. Only you, right before the base went under.
They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight, I thought they'd kill me. But thinking of you kept me going. My comrades, all the way.
And?
There was a plane journey, and then we traveled by road. When they finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of a warehouse on the floor. Afghanistan. It was that research lab.
It was a rugged warehouse. There were discount clothes everywhere.
Around the world. And soon enough, he came.
Skullface.
I mean, you know, enough cranking it with ease.
That mother base attack.
Soon enough, he
me
came.
into that research.
Saladin.
What kind of research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union. Like Peace Walker. A system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Right, the KFC map.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison.
They were like something on a portable system by comparison.
Reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunched-over bipedal waddling.
Hey, you built the things.
To the dawn of mankind, Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity, an upright bipedal weapon system. Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water.
I designed the cockpit to be a hole for chickens.
Zeke for human control.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed it for human control
It's a little
from the
snotty when you
beginning.
mention pause.
The problem was miniaturizing the posture control AI. You remember the reptile pod?
The AI that controls your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable. So this time I wanted it beneath the armor.
Let us know if you need
Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than 1/10 the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to
Then you would be able to have two people using the bathroom at once.
Yes. In the end, human piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag, and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua.
Nickelodeon?
This was a hybrid
No.
AI, a combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods. The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapon system.
Really? You'd need some
Sounds
help to get that
interesting.
working. Expert
I'm
help.
interested in this.
Did you work
Sounds
with
pretty neat.
someone?
I worked alone. You did that yourself. That's the thing. The AI didn't pan out in the end either. But I did finally get Sahelanthropus walking by folding over its upper body to lower its center of gravity. The first upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind.
Come on, baby, do your bipedal
Technically, it falls into the
locomotion.
anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
But it was
On
like an
array of
ape.
significant differences in
It had
elevation like
ape
Afghanistan,
awkward
you
arms.
need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range while using mountain ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability. As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus. But I was being pushed for results.
And
Having
pulled.
the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from me before I could
You
finish
can
it.
go to one of the other platforms and see Huey if you want.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move upright. Without a pilot or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. This is like the Wright
Maybe I
brothers
wasn't the boss
making
they
it to
hoped
the
for
moon.
after all.
I'm just as clueless as you are.
I'm clueless too.
Sahelanthropus.
Electric Klugaloo. I guess they didn't make a sequel to Clueless. I'm thinking of Legally
All my
Blonde.
experiments took place at that cave.
It's possible they made
I've
like a
never seen it
direct-to-cable
anywhere else.
sequel for
Besides,
Clueless.
it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point, and nothing but a paper tiger.
It's like Breakman as opposed to Proto Man.
It's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Unless it's against a single guy as a boss fight.
Here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs.
Wait, are you
I still
telling
don't
him this
trust
as part of his questioning?
That work for you? Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either.
Kill him.
A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago. We still need him alive. But we have to restrict his movements. He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will
driving
continue.
physics not
He
perfect.
worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade.
Skull Bastard. Skull Master's evil older brother. Or brother whose parents were less married. Despite him being the brother. Skull Master's half. I mean, he got divorced. Yeah, they got divorced. And then they just drive around shooting all the targets.
The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering machine.
Yeah,
that was a pod
pretty
built
neat.
for housing the AI used to control unmanned weapons. You remember, back in '74 in Costa Rica. It was in those machines you fought.
Yeah, I kept going.
They were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk.
Go check it out now, available on PlayStation Network.
Reptile pod. Emmerich created it. It mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod. That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards.
I remember thinking that was kind of a weird thing to do, yeah.
Functions to its reptile pod, just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result was a unique entity, a hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua.
Your mission is get the fuck out of my way
But
before I
apparently
am
they
forced
salvaged
to
it
kill you.
and transported it to that lab.
Yes, you have no alternative.
It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality nor a will.
Neither did the
Like
boss.
Emmerich.
So,
It's just a machine.
but they. Alright.
There was just a few more, but next time, folks, should we listen to the rest of the interrogation of
Thing about vocal cord parasites, or
No, I'm thinking of questioning Huey.
Huey still? Maybe.
Maybe we didn't get to the. Oh, no, what? Yeah, I guess more stuff will unlock with time. But for now,
Time.
yeah, for now it's probably time to call it a video. So, yeah, Bobo did a pretty good job of blowing up them skulls.
I blew up them skulls, but good.
Yeah, which means that next time we could do side ops or whatnot, but we probably should get moving on Skullface. I'm the Mysterious JG.
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
Thank you guys very much for watching, and we hope you'll join us next time for more of Let's Get this game.